Well, hello everyone, this is Sheila. I am on my cooking part of my channel today. I'm going to make some pork burgers. I like to make my own burgers. I don't like the ones that I get in the shop because they seem to drift up on me most of the day after I've had them. So I've got all my ingredients here, what I'm using. There's 500 grams of pork mince here, which is, I think it's just over a pound. And I've got 60 grams of sage and onion stuffing mix and half of a small onion chopped up finely. You know, there's onion is a sage and onion, but that's dried onion. I like some fresh onion in too. And then I have a chicken oxo cube. And I'm not too happy about these because I never realised, but they are sort of moist now. They used to be dry, you could crumble them, so I might have a bit of trouble crumbling this. It is quite a while since I've made these. And then I have greaseproof sheets, which I need to put on the thing that I make the burgers with, because they stick and they won't come off the bottom. But this is what I use the burgers with. Just the thing on the bottom, you put that in there. And I put the greaseproof paper on like that and put the stuff in when it's mixed up, and then put that on top like that. And that serves as a separating piece between the burgers when I freeze them. Because if I freeze them all, sticking them all together, they will be all stuck together and I won't be able to get them apart. And I'll be adding a small amount of salt. And my small spoon. I use my small spoon, it's smaller than a teaspoon, and I usually put about half a teaspoon of salt into this mix. Some people might want to put pepper as well, but I don't have pepper in mine because it doesn't agree with me. So make sure you've washed your hands first, because I use my hands to mix it up like this. Separate all the bits of the mince. That'll do. And then I just mix the sage and onion in. You can add more. I've got 60 grams, but you can add more if you want. It's just for your own taste. And that's mixed in a bit, and then I mix in the onion. Get all the pieces that's fallen out and mix it all in. I'll have to wipe some of the mess off my hands to put the salt in, and to that I'm going to add about half a level teaspoon of salt. Just spread it around, and then the OXO cube if I can crumble it. I don't think it's going to crumble. They don't make these like they used to. I might have to just add little pieces and hope that they crumble up. When I first opened this packet, I thought they had been left in my cupboard too long, but they're not. They've got up to 24 for the 2024 for the thing date on them. So you have to try to crumble them into the pieces as small as you can. It just does not a dry crumble anymore. I don't know what's up with these things. They don't make things like they used to. And that adds some more flavour to the burger actually. Have to try and crumble little pieces. I haven't bought any beef OXO ones for quite some time either. I wonder if they're the same. I wonder if anybody else has got this problem with them. I don't know. Some people might tell me when I do the thing. But anyway, mix that salt and there's a little bit on the table there. It's best worked with your hands. If you can work it in much better with your hands than you can with a knife or a fork. It's a bit messy, but I think that's mixed well in now. And now I need to weigh this to see how much is here, but I'm going to have to wash my hands first. I'll shift all these things out the way that I don't need anymore. With my scale, yeah. And I'm going to put some paper on the scale because I don't want to mess the scale up. I'll have to press that. Put that. And I now have 612 grams, and I'm going to split that up into, I'm making 8 burgers here. So I have to work 6s into, it's just went up to 613. So I need a pen and paper to work that out. So I'm reckoning 613 divided by 8. That goes 7 is 56, 61 is 56, I suppose that's 5 on there. 6. So it's average around about 76 or 77 grams in each burger. So that's what I have to cut this into. I'll put the first piece on there. Scale's going off. That's 80. Just take a slight little bit off. That's 1. That'll do. 2. To bring it up to more or less the same as the other ones. Near enough anyway. So that's the burger sorted out. Get rid of the scale. Bowl. And now I'll take the burgers and roll them up into a ball. Pick any little bits of onion in that up that's dropped out. Waste not, want not. Put that into the, and then take the thing here. I don't like big thick burgers, that's why I'm making them the way I do, and then you just press them out. That's the first burger. Just roll them into as good around as you can. And then drop it into the centre of the thing. Oops, keep moving that with my finger. You just press as hard as you can till you flatten it down on all sides. Sometimes it's a bit hard to get them off the, that's it. That's two. That's the last burger I'm making. Take all the little bits of meat that was left on the paper. Get every little bit, like I'm wasting not want not. That's me. So that's the burgers. We have 1, 7, 8. So that's 8 good sized burgers, and I'll be using a couple of them today, and the rest I'm going to freeze. And that's the reason we have the paper on the top, is when you freeze them. If you put them one on top of the other, they'll just all stick together when you freeze them. But if you have the paper on them like that, they don't freeze. They don't stick together. That's why I do it like that. But I will put them all in separate in the freezer, because they might not freeze very well piling them all up together. So I'll put two in together. So that's how you make your own burgers. You can make them with beef, pork, lamb, chicken, whatever you want to make. And that is how I freeze my burgers. I've put them all separate. I've just put them on top of boxes of things in my freezer. And when they're frozen, I'll just pile them on top of each other, and then they won't be sticking together. And this is the frying one. I just put a very small amount of oil on the pan and brushed it around. and pour the rest off. I don't like a lot of oil when I'm cooking, and then just on a very low heat. It only takes about 3 minutes.